Hi, my name is Santiago and I'm talk about to the football soccer. It's a team sport played between two teams of 11 players, each and some referees who make sure that the rules are followed correctly. It's a widely considered the most popular sport in the world. Practice some 270 million people. It's also known as Association Football Soccer, a name derived from the Football Association, the world's first official federation is sport and who that name to distinct it from other sports that include the world football or football. It's some English speaking currently. It's also known as soccer, short for association, signs in the name football in those. Countries are mostly associated with the other sports with that name. The same applies to American football, totally different sport. Field is a rectangular with natural or artificial grass with a goal or arch on each side of the field. It is played with a ball that must be moved across the field with any part of the body other than the arms or hands, and mostly with the feet. The objective is to introduce into the goal of opposing goal an action called scoring a goal. The team that achieves the most goals and the end of the match. Lasting 90 minutes is the one that wins. Game was a revenge in England after the formation on the Football Association, whose 1863 rules are the foundation of sport today. The governing body is of football is the International Federation of Association Football, better known by its acronym FIFA. The most generous, the most prestigious international soccer competition is the Soccer World Cup, organized every 4 years by that body. This event is the most famous and the one with the largest number of spectators in the world. Dublin and the audience of the Olympics has played various ball games throughout its history. Since ancient times, it is now that is entertainment exists, but in the culture of Mediterranean Sea and in America. The oldest and famous revelation find dates back to the relic of the ancient Greece. 400 BC, where a man dominates a ball on his thing. This sport was every ghost, which was played with a birdie painted later ball to and two teams of 12 to 14 players. It was recognized by FIFA as one of the oldest famous of football today. Later, in Rome, it was called Europe. Already at the end of the Middle Ages and later centuries, different team games were deployed in the British Isles and southern areas, which were known as the football codes. These codes were unified over time, but I was the second half of the 17th century when the first great unifications of football took place, which the letter gave to rise rugby, football, American football, Australian football, and sports which today is now in much of the world as playing football in other areas of the world. Games are also played in which a ball was propelled with the feet. Among them, we can you mention the Jewish reductions of the Warren Zone, in most specifically in that of San Ignacio Ming in the 17th century. In the religion at knows the Spanish Jesuit Jose Manuel Peramas wrote in his book De Via et Moribus Tradition Victorium Paraguayum. They also used it to the play with ball, which even though it was made of full rubber, it was so light and fast that every time they hit it continued to because some time without stopping diving be its own way. They did not throw the ball with their hands as we do, but with the upper part of her bare feet passing it and receiving it with great agility and precision. First British codes we are characterized by having few new rules and extreme violence. One the most popular was carnival football. For this reason, carnival football was banned in England by decree of King Edward III and remained banned for 500 years. Carnival football was not the only code of the time. In rec, there were other more organized, less violent codes and even deployed outside the British Isles. One of the organized, less violent codes best now gains was the Florentine Circulum, originally from the city of Florence, Italy. This supports influence currently football in various aspects, not only because it is rules, but also because of the party atmosphere in which this match were played. Thank you so much and see you later.